So scary, scintillating, world beaters Arsenal 2. Toothless Wolverhampton Wanderers, the fourth lowest scorers in the league last season, 0. And now they've lost Pedro Neto. Good luck. They might get relegated. Make sure you sub to Arsenal History and More. The link will be in the title for Jez's channel. And Jez, opening day of the season, we're back. Clean sheet. Who knew? We got the best defense in the league last season. But for me, I don't know about you, for me, same as last season, creating a lot without finishing a lot. And 2 moments of brilliance from Bukayo Saka won us that game, because that cross to 29 and his goal himself, fair play to him. He was unbelievable today. And I like that because he's come off of the back of another disappointment in the Euros. Yeah, he's come off of the back of 2 disappointments in the league, 3 if you include the top 4 bottle, and another Euros final a couple of years ago. So it's nice to see that he's looking good, and he looked really sharp today. But what did you make of that overall? Who stood out? Who was poor? And where'd you see us going from here, mate?
Well, it's a good start. Always positive. 2-0. Bit concerned when we were 1-0 up and we were getting a little bit of pressure from Wolves, although they didn't really do anything to us. But it was like same old. Get the goal, then we sort of sat back a bit. No, go and be a little bit more intense and get the killing goal, which we did. For me, man of the match for me was Saka, 9 for me. I thought Havertz was decent. Worst player on the pitch for me today was Partey. I thought he was terrible. Don't know what he just lost.
He looked drunk. Like real talk, he looked drunk, didn't he?
He just, I don't know. He had a good opportunity. He had one good option, chance, and he fluffed it wide. But I don't know. Is that guy's time done?
Same with Martinelli though. Martinelli, I don't know how he played the whole game, mate. I thought he was shocking as well. Them 2 were the worst 2. I thought everyone else looked pretty decent today. Declan Rice weren't amazing. Yeah, Ben White weren't amazing. Our whole defense weren't amazing. I thought Zinchenko looked a bit iffy at times, but he wasn't as bad as them 2. Martinelli, and I agree with you. I said this on my watch along. Thomas Partey was the worst player on the pitch by a mile. Yeah, Martinelli was second worst player on the pitch. But when you're going up against a team that don't score any goals, yeah, like Luton scored more goals than them last season.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the 2 teams, Burnley and Sheffield United, and Everton were the only 3 teams who scored less than them last season. Now they've got rid of Pedro Neto. They're their best player on the bench who came off and probably should have equalised, couldn't you? Yeah. They ain't got nothing, mate. Yeah, and listen, we're very good at home normally. Yeah, and we're very good defensively. We already know we're good defensively, even without Calafiori and Timber. We know we're good defensively. That left-back problem is a problem. Yeah, but at the same time, it ain't a problem when you're playing against Wolves. Yeah, and we should have won that game today. We did win. I predicted a 2-1. It ended 2-0. But the way we get walked through in midfield sometimes is mad.
Yes.
And the way that we just diver on the ball. Like, there were so many chances today. Saka should have scored before he put the cross in for 29. 29 missed an absolute sitter. I think he was aiming at Declan Rice. What was that all about? Yeah. Martinelli, why didn't you just square it to Saka or Declan Rice? Like, we could have been 3-0 up. That game on paper, sorry, the score that you see now is 2-0. Everyone will go, oh, standard 2-0. But no, that could have been 5. It could have been 5 or 6 if we had a striker in it, Jez.
If we had, I was just going to say, and I said this doing a watch along with Yeti, I said if we had a proper striker, that would have been 4-5-0. The poachers' goals were there today. We just haven't got the players in the right position that are going to get that. And that's going to cost us. Sorry, don't care what anybody says, it's going to cost us. Because much as Havertz tried his best, lovely goal, can't deny it, right? That one option he had in the 18-yard box, he tried to curl it in, and it went 10 yards wide. That is not a striker. Sorry to upset people that say, oh, we don't need a striker. We've got players that score from everywhere. Well, that don't win you titles. Sorry. Saka, great player. And surprisingly, he was taken off.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, maybe he's listening to our podcast.
Yeah, I said that to Yeti. I said to him, it's 60. It's come to 65 minutes. He'll make a sub in a minute, and fair enough. In 68, he did. And I have to be honest, I'm very impressed with that Jurian Timber.
Yeah, he played well when he came on.
I think he made a big difference. His runs through that midfield, support to Martinelli. I've got big hopes for him. I really have. And the fact that we were troubled. Gabriel, for me, was the best defender today. Saliba nearly cost us a goal.
He did, yeah.
A bit stupid there. Didn't look where the ball was he was passing it to. If that had been Man City or a better side, that would
Or
be
Liverpool or someone. Yeah, it might have been a goal.
That would have been a goal.
Yeah, Gabriel played well, didn't he? He did play well. But this is the thing. We've said this, Jez. Like, yeah, he's got a bit of a bozo gene in him. But since the World Cup in 2022 ended, he's definitely been our best defender. Yeah, and that is one that we can give Mikel Arteta and the board and the club credit for, because we bought him for about 24 mil. Yeah, if we was to sell him now, he's worth 70, 80, 90 mil.
Oh, all day.
Yeah, all day. And he's got better and better and better. Yeah, and he's got less of the stupidness in his game now. Yeah, we'll still have the odd moment every now and again, but he's having less moments of that than Saliba. Saliba today, on another day, you're right, that would have resulted in a goal and we're 1-0 down, and all of a sudden everyone's looking at each other. Yeah, but overall, it was nothing I didn't see last season, Jez, if I'm honest. Yeah, it was just, we know we're good defensively. We were kind of not even trying to go and get a second goal, really. It was like, well, if we get one, we get one. If we don't, we don't. We know this ain't going to score. Yeah. But that's going to come back to bite you at some point in the season, like it did against Aston Villa. Yeah.
Well, I'm watching the Villa game right now, and they're looking.
They're looking good, aren't they? They made that goal that Nana scored off that corner. Oh my days! Yeah, wow. But they've looked good. They should be about 3 or 4-0 up. 30 minutes in.
Got them next week away.
Yeah.
And we know how difficult it is to go to Villa Park and get a result. So, yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I mean, we keep on about it, and I know people get the but let's just go and get that. Let's get that striker, man. Just go and get Tony. You know, or I'm not. I don't know enough about this Marino. I don't. Yeah, so I can't speak about him. But there's a player sitting up the road from the Emirates who wants to leave. Clearly, in my opinion, go and do the deal. Just get it over the line. You know, Josh Kroenke was at the game today. He looked actually concerned, actually.
So did Edu. Did you see Edu? I thought Edu was in Spain.
He's obviously
he was in Spain, wasn't he?
Well, he's got his jet ski and come up the old up the Atlantic Ocean, down the English Channel, down the Thames. So, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, Josh did look a little bit concerned. I can't lie, but so did Edu when they panned in on Edu. But this is the thing there. It's like, I just don't think we've done enough to say, yo, we're going to overtake Man City this season.
Nope.
Yeah, because people are saying that Man City, possible penalty for West Ham here. Yes, they've lost Julian Alvarez, which was 32 goals and assists in all comps last season. But at the same time, Kevin De Bruyne was out for 5 months. Yeah, and Erling Haaland was out for 9 weeks.
Yeah.
So that had replaced that 32 GA anyway. Yeah, and they've signed Savio. Yeah, who's an absolute baller. Yeah, Oscar Bob, yeah, cool, Oscar Bob's injured, but how much did he play last season? Yeah, and Savio will get game time, and Savio is a good player. So I just look at it and I think, like, we ain't really done enough. And this is what winds both of us up and other Arsenal fans. We're so close, isn't it? So close, Jez.
But we're not quite there. And you just think, just do those 2 other options that we need, and I'll be okay. We're gonna go for it. But we're always it's like a car engine. We're always misfiring on one cylinder. We just don't tune it properly and get it over the line, and that I find very frustrating. Did you see what happened to that Nottingham Forest player today?
No, I've not. No.
Broke his ankle, man.
First day of the season. Wow.
Yeah, he went up for a tackle. He went up for a header, landed, and his ankle went right underneath.
Oh, wow.
And and basically he had to be sedated before they could get him off the pitch.
Yeah, I see there was 12 minutes of stoppage time in the first half, or 13 or whatever. Yeah, they've given that penalty to West Ham.
Yeah, I just see that.
But did you see what happened to Jesus? He got probed. live and direct.
Yeah. Now,
after Havertz got choked, I don't know what's going on with Wolves players, mate, but they're choking man on the floor, they're probing man on the floor. Like, what were we doing here? Yeah, it was a bit weird, wasn't it?
well, the thing is, that referee there with that Jesus incident, right? Yeah, if you're going to book a player, you book both of them. They're both guilty. You either book both or you don't bother, and that to me was pathetic. Obviously, Havertz got the ump, having his arse felt, but
1-1.
One of them. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, 2-2. Sorry, 2-0. We move on. Raya, I thought was excellent today. Some excellent.
Yeah, the claiming of the ball. Like, he made a great save as well. I think it was 1-0 at that point. Yeah, he made a very good save. But yeah, all in all, it was just a standard Arsenal performance. We know we're good at home. We know we're going to keep clean sheets. We know that the defense is good. But going forward, 18 shots, 6 on target, 2 goals. That ain't good enough against a team like Wolves. Now imagine that's now Liverpool at the Emirates. I know we've got a good record against them, but it'll be a lot harder game, or a Chelsea or a Man U or a Man City. Yeah, all of a sudden, you're now not getting them 6 shots on target and you're not scoring 2. You're now maybe getting 3 on target. Yeah, we need to find other ways. Yeah, I was very disappointed that Trossard didn't get a game until like 10 minutes to go. I thought he should have started. I think he's looked lively in pre-season. Yeah, I thought he had a great season last season. Martinelli, I don't know what's gone on with him, but for me, yeah, Smith Rowe's gone, and I like Smith Rowe, you like Smith Rowe, but he just weren't good enough. I'm getting to that point with Martinelli. Yeah, you better deliver this season, mate, or fuck off. It's as simple as that.
I said this to the Yeti. We did a Man United watch last night, and Man United looked decent. Let's not let's be honest. And I wouldn't say they're great, but they look like they're going to a team to cause trouble. And I said to him, basically, Martinelli's got to turn up this year. He's got to. He's got all the pace. There was 2 occasions today he had the pace, right? But he just seems to lack something. I don't know what it is.
Composure. That's what it is. Too many touches, mate. Yeah, that one where 29 put him in. All he had to do was just whip that first time and Saka had a tap in, or he could have squared it to Rice. And you see Rice lapping the penalty spot on that. That is why that guy will not kick on to be a world-class player or a real close to world-class player, because his decision-making is shocking. And it has been for about a year and a half. Yeah, I like the fact that he's got a bit of pace, he's an outlet, and I like the player. Listen, I really do like the player, but I like Smith Rowe. Yeah, and at the end of the day, there has to come a point where you just go, yo, are you good enough to win me a title? If not, see you later. Yeah, and that's the same with him.
I'm starting to, I like Partey. I've always been an advocate and supporter of Partey. But today, I'm starting to lose a little bit of faith now. And I'm thinking, is the pressure too much for you now in midfield when you've got Rice? Odegaard was a bit in and out, in my opinion, today. Did his job, but not to the levels I expect. Yeah, Thomas Partey, mate, you need to step up or you need to go in January because you're a liability.
Facts. Make sure you sub to Jez's channel, Arsenal History and More. We will get Kenny's fan cam. He's having a few technical issues, but we will get that fan cam next as well, guys. Check out my fan cam. Emergency meeting will be at 7 p.m. UK, and then Valencia, Barcelona on Lee Reacts. And we're out of here. What you got coming up, Jez? I'm
going to do a match review for the game tomorrow. And I'm just going to go and watch this game now. And then, it is what it is. So,
flipping out, I nearly scored again.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, yes. Well, this game's really good, by the way. West Ham Villa, get the game on. Emerson nearly scored. Yeah, it's 1-1, but it could have been about 3-0 Villa, and now it could have been about 2-1. We're out. Players, Edu out. Bosh.